Today we're going to be looking at the new Alias Beltless Extension. We came out with this so that you can add other accessories like a mag caddy or tourniquet holder, or if you just want to use a holster and mag caddy combo style holster, you're going to want the extension without a receiver. So let's go ahead and look at how to assemble each of these. The response to the Beltless has been amazing. You guys love this system. And one of the things you guys have been asking for is a second receiver for it. So you can add a mag caddy or use a Axis or a sidecar, something like that. We are bringing that to you. It's available on the website now. We're gonna help you learn how to set this up on your Beltless. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my holster off. And what you have received with your extension is this and some hardware. The first thing you're gonna wanna do is remove the Ulti-Clip off of here. You're going to hang on to that hardware, and you're now going to attach the Ulti-Clip to the extension. Barrel nuts go on first, then the spacers, then the Ulti-Clip. Now you're going to go ahead and bolt these together. You can see here we have a lot of fine adjustment there, but I'm going to go ahead and get this overlapped and get my first barrel, spacer, and screw. I'm not going to tighten this down, I'm just going to get it started. Get my other barrel, spacer, and screw, and get it started. Now, you can actually adjust these a little bit to figure out what your spacing is. Now, if you are just using a holster, and you can see here I have another mag caddy with our top mount on it, I can go ahead and I can figure out what spacing I want for this, and then I can go ahead and tighten it down. And then you're good to go. So you can see here, my extension here, I do not have a receiver on it. And I'm gonna show you why you don't really need one for your gun and mag caddy combo. First, let's go ahead and get this assembled. So you're gonna start with putting your posts through there, then your spacers. And you don't want to tighten this down all the way yet. I'm gonna get this started, but it's gonna be loose. Okay, so you can see here, I'm able to adjust this. And I have extra holes here, and we're gonna look real quickly at, maybe you can do some trimming, but you probably won't have to. This Elite for my 365. And I can clip this in this side. And now I can see here that I'm just gonna let this overhang, but I can move this over so the high point of the Tegris is going to support the clip. Then I'm going to test out, I'm going to see here that when I carry it, this is going to want to flex over, so I could probably move this out just a little bit more. Loosen these up. And then when I wear it and flex it, I can adjust it out a little bit so that it rests on the top there. Let's go ahead and tighten that down again. You can see here that when it's in the flat, it's kind of off to the side, but when you wear it, it's going to want to flex around. I'm going to demo for you in a little bit why you really don't need to anchor this into a receiver. Let's look at a couple more holsters. This is a holster from QVO, and it's a kind of a one-piece solid deal, and I wanted to use this as a demo. Because of the wing and how much the wing sticks out, I can't really get the clip into the receiver. In this case, because you want to keep this holster set up so that you can wear it with your belt, I'm going to take this receiver and flip it around to the back side of the Beltless. You're going to want a T10 Torx bit to back these screws out. Make sure that you're holding this together as you're undoing this to keep everything together. Try to keep this held together as you're moving it. You can see on the inside there's a small spring in here. You really don't want to lose that. So if you just hold this together. And then I'm going to, it was like this, I'm going to flip it over, put it on the inside. And put the screws back through the front of the beltless. Be careful not to over tighten these. You now see I have the receiver on the inside. You're gonna notice I can't really access the safety, especially when I'm wearing the holster. We're gonna talk about that in a minute. Now you can see I can easily get the clip into the receiver on this side. I'm gonna let the clip overhang. Nice thing about this holster, it's already molded, so I can see that this is overhanging here. I can move this over a tad if I want to kind of center it up there, but for all intents and purposes, this is good like this. Now, when you use this, because the safety is on the inside, you're gonna want to put the holster in the beltless and then put the beltless into your sweatpants or whatever that you're wearing. Let's go ahead and switch over and look at putting each of these into my joggers. All right, let's start by looking at how I'm going to put on the beltless with this QVO holster with the receiver on the inside. Go ahead and get this pre-installed. I'm gonna lock it on. When you need to take it off, you're gonna have to reach on the inside here to access the safety. Push it over and take it off. So to put it on, I've got my drawstring on my joggers, fairly tight, but not too bad. Get the Ulti-clip started over on one side, the other, and lock it in, and I'm now set. You can see here that even without having the receiver there and locked in, it's not going anywhere when I grab the mag and pull it out. Test out for yourselves and see if you prefer putting this in your pants first and then the holster, but for demo reasons, I think it's easier to show it like this. So I'm going to attach the beltless receiver to my holster. Get one side started, the other. Make sure I'm happy with the location of it and go ahead and lock those down. Once again, you can see that grabbing the mag, pull this down so you can see, grabbing the mag does not do anything with the receiver not being locked in. And I can still access everything. Wear something to keep my gun and mag caddy holster nice and stable in my joggers and still be able to access my gun and my mag. The nice thing about having a second receiver on your beltless is you now have the option to carry a tourniquet or a mag holder or something. This is a Snake Staff Systems kind of their micro tourniquet and a mag holder. And now I can have a tourniquet with me when I'm probably wearing something that doesn't have a whole lot of pockets or the option for pockets. Just like that, I'm locked in and have my option for other accessories, including mags, knives, and tourniquets, anything else you want to clip in there. Make sure that you take your time during this process to make sure that the beltless is set up to your holster correctly. We try to give you as much modularity as possible and do a video like this to try to explain as best as possible what you might have to do. If you have any questions, hit us in the comments. If you have questions about setup, I would recommend going to our website and email customer service, and we will reply as soon as possible to help you get set up. Guys, thank you so much. These again are available on the website now, as long as they're in stock, and we will get you set up carrying beltless with the extension. Let's carry on.